along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here, this game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then there's Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And down it goes. 2 points.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner. But we'll just have to see.
And, you know, he knew the hit was coming. And Simon's sacrificing his body anyway.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on that one. Good on the second one.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Morant against Daniels. Morant surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Over Daniels. Morant, no good. About a minute played here so far in the first. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about the game plan he has in place for Ja Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you've already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Morant against Simons. Outside Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Edey with a steal. Here's Morant. Now Wells. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Now Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Wells misses. And here's Simons. Edey with a steal. And here they come. Now here's Wells. Risacher covering. Wells, the pass to Jackson. Edey with a screen on Simons. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. Edey's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Morant. Got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Good. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Outside Wells. Outside Morant. There's Jackson with the 3 on target from range.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Here's Simons. Outside Risacher. Back to Simons. Lets it fly from 18. And no good, trying to use the glass. Grizzlies lead by 6. Here's Morant. An easy 2 on the layup. Morant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Richards is checked in for Okongwu. Bol comes in for Johnson, and it's Sharp in for Risacher. Simons against Morant. Daniels outside. Three-pointer Sharp. And he can't get that one. And here's Memphis. They're on a 13-5 run. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. On defense, Atlanta. 8-point game. Pass to Wells. Down low. Here's Edey. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Edey's got 6.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Daniels left side. Outside Sharp. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Morant. And it's good for 2. 6 points for him.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Morant against Simons. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Really taking charge of the game. Largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
The crossover. Oh, my goodness. How about that? And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Jackson drawing the double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Now Simons, 5 points in the game. Now here's Morant. Tries a 10-footer. The rebound by Atlanta. Simons with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
So Tuomas Isalo has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Dort. He's checked in for the Hawks. Some changes for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Vitase up top. Pass to Jackson. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Simons. Rips it home off a terrific move.
With the ball on a string, Simons has great short area quickness.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Jackson sinks that one from the post.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Simons against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Price. And there it is for him. Grizzlies lead by 5. And here's Caldwell Pope. No points yet. Aldama outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Vitase. Shot clock at 6. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Here's Aldama. From outside, off the mark. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the middle. Here's Richards. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
To the wing on the left. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Unloads. Jackson can't get it to go.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Simons passes to Sharp. Simons against Caldwell Pope. From 15 feet away. The shot off that time.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Doesn't go for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far. For Atlanta.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
They've got Onyeka Okongwu, Shaden Sharp out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bol, and it's Price in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Outside Sharp. Pass to Price. Back to Sharp. And stolen by Jackson. And now Memphis on the break. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. Ja Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Guys?
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Okongwu, a screen on Jackson. To the wing, right side. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. To the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self-alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 0-2 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time.
And Atlanta making a change here. Bridges is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Mitchell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Mitchell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And even with that turnover, for the most part, they've done an outstanding job not being reckless and playing under control.
Bataze's checked in for Memphis. Hawks trail by 6. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Mitchell, the pass to Bridges. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Bataze. And Bataze throws it down.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Outside Mitchell. Outside Sharp. Here's Price. Guarded by Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Mitchell. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Aldama outside. Pass to Houston. Jackson outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Launches it. Price pulls it in. Hawks trail by 3. Picked up by Okongwu. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Good on the shot.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Houston passes to Jackson. Pass to Bataze. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Here's Price. Screen by Bridges. Price, the pass to Bridges. Just 3 to shoot. Fires for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jackson. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 2. To the middle. Pass to Aldama. Jackson outside. And Jackson gets double teamed. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Jackson finds Morant. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Atlanta on D. And again, Memphis no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen Jaren Jackson Jr. take major leaps offensively.
His scoring and efficiency has gone up, and it's been paired with his other defensive ability, and that has made him lethal. Now, if we could just focus on the rebound.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. There's the screen. Here's Aldama. Kept alive. Edey. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Atlanta making a change here. Dortch checked in. Now the Hawks with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Moran against Simons. And he can't bank that one in. Memphis trailing here. Wells, that's good.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Simons against Moran. Okongwu, a screen on Moran. And it's Simons penetrating. Basket's good. Simons got 12.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Dort against Moran. Fantastic finish inside by Moran.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Simons against Moran. Simons outside. Outside Risacher. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. The shot by Dort, no good.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Pass to Edey. Now Jackson. Now Edey. Give him 8 points now. From deep. Rebounded by Johnson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Moran against Simons. And that one's good. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Atlanta making some changes. Richards is checked in for Okongwu. And it's Bull in for Johnson. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Outside Wells. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Risacher. Shot from the wing, and it falls all over the rim and in. Risacher's got his first bucket in this one.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
.127 left in the second quarter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
On the wing, Simons, pounded by Morant. Shot clock at 6, and it's in there.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Outside Wells. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard.
His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Outside Rizachet. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edey. From behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Simons passes to Bol. Dort for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead, leading by just 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull...
All right, fellas, time. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. The lead is 2. Checking out the group for Tuomas Isalo to start the second half. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Zach Edey. 6 on the shot clock. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's calling for the flagrant 1.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And both free throws good for Okongwu. Picked up by Okongwu. Simons with it, and it's Edey picking him up. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all... grew up playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back over to you, Brian.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Atlanta leading by 6. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Johnson for 3. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from 3 every time.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9 over Daniels. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Their offense has been unstoppable. just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Down low. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Stolen by Daniels. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Jackson. And now Memphis on the break. Can they get it? And he lays it in. 7 points in the game.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Moran against Simons. Driving in. And he throws it down with one hand.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Back to Moran. Pass to Edey. Jackson against Johnson. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Daniels. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Now here's Johnson. Back to Risache. And here's Simons. Clock at 6. Picked up by Okongwu. And it's Simons penetrating. And Edey with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Richards has checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Simons. Here's Risache. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Grizzlies trail by 11. Jackson outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Jackson against Williams. Johnson a screen on Jackson. Inside. The shot by Johnson, no good. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. And it's 7 points for Jaren Jackson.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Williams against Moran. On the wing, Risache. 5 on the clock. The 3. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Wells.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Jackson, the pass to Moran. Outside Wells. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Atlanta leading by 9. Right side, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
So Tuomas Isalo has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. making some changes here. Bowl, he's checked in for Johnson. Sharp comes in for Daniels. And Mitchell subbed in for Williams. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Bowl. Wide open look. Bowl grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Rizachet. Here's the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Morant with it. He's got 9. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Oh, a screen on Morant. Pass to Richards. And here's Sharp. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the paint. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Jackson. The ball's knocked loose. Wells with it. Guarded now by Bull. Kicks it out to Jackson. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of... mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Memphis making a switch here. And Atlanta with possession here. It's Sharp with the drive. The rebound by Jackson.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Morant against Bull. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 13 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Morant against Sharp. Dort, the pass to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ja Morant picks one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Okongwu's checked in for Richards. Batase's checked in for Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Batase with a screen. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Price. Bowl, a screen on Jackson. Price, the pass to Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Left side, Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Ja Morant.
Number 3, Kentucky's Caldwell Pope.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He's scoreless. Jackson outside. There's the drop. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Down low. It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Houston. Jackson outside. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Sharp against Caldwell Pope. It's Sharp on the wing. Here's Price. Back to Sharp. 5 to shoot. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Batase.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Caldwell Pope against Dort. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Jackson. Aldama outside. Jacks up a three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Oh, screen on Caldwell Pope. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And really strong at the line since the break.
That free throw good from Sharp.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Sharp. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Atlanta on top. They lead by 4. And we're coming right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Shaedon Sharp. Johnson is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Price in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The Hawks leading. Out to the wing. Dort outside. Johnson a screen on Jackson. Here's Dort. Got a hand on it. Here's Jackson. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Jackson outside. Picked by Aldama to tie it up. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
And he can hurt you with his jumper also. Jackson's confidence is rising after draining that one.
Now Sharp. Hayes with a screen. Sharp goes in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
You like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Jackson finds Bataze. Now here's Jackson. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Dort against Jackson. The rebound by the Hawks. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Sharp. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Daniels is checked in for Dort. And Memphis also making a switch. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Bataze. Grizzlies trail by 5. Right side Morant. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Daniels outside. Back to Sharp. On the wing, Daniels. Johnson a screen on Morant. Here's Daniels. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what intensity from Johnson against the foul. Not allowing it to stop him cold.
Defensive foul. Caleb Houston, second team foul. Jalen Johnson.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And here's Morant outside. It's Hayes with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Price, defended by Jackson. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer. Aldama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 6. Jackson on the wing. To the middle. Here's Morant. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Daniels outside. To the inside. Left side Sharp. There's the screen by Johnson. Sharp passes to Johnson. Chalk up 2 there. Johnson's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's where Johnson does most of his work offensively. Inside the paint.
Morant against Sharp. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside Sharp. Takes it inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Aldama. And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Johnson. Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. Anthony Simons comes in for Sharp. And Memphis also making a switch. Edey's checked in. Atlanta leading by 3. Simons left side. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Hayes with a screen. And it's Simons missing.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Outside Risache. Now here's Hayes. Hayes with a screen on Morant. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
And that's now his 5th turnover of the game. He's got to rein it in.
So for the Hawks, Richards comes in for Hayes, and it's Bull in for Johnson. Morant against Daniels. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Stolen by Daniels. Here's Bull, and finished off by Bull.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Daniels against Morant. Daniels, that one's true.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Outside Wells. Back to Morant. Pass to Wells. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Outside Morant. Launches a 3. Atlanta with a rebound. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Bull finds Daniels. And the bucket is good. And now a 7-point Atlanta lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Into the lane. Off on the layup. And so Simons will bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11. Outside Rizachet. From downtown. Edey rips down the board. Grizzlies trail by 7.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the air.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence.
Outside Rizachet. Richards with a screen. Edey with a steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Cleared away by Simons. The Hawks lead by 6. 1:51 left in the final quarter. Cole outside. Daniels. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He said to his players, "I believe in you. I know what we have." It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Hawks leading. 1:10 left in the fourth. Daniels with it. Now Simons. Oh, he missed the jumper. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
And they go to the intentional foul. Morant against Simons. Okongwu outside. Here's Bull. And that's an intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And Atlanta making a change here. Bridges is checked in. And no luck that time either.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Morant.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant.
First free throw is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And Morant drops them both.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 5. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
It's Wells on the wing. Risacher covering. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Dort. And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. He launches. No good. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching and listening.